Hi guys, James at Rampant Lion Reviews again for you today with another beer review. For this one we are once again going to head over the water to the beery promised land of Denmark, and we've got another very highly rated Danish brewery to have a look at today. These guys are another gypsy brewery, but their brewer Peter is very well known in the Copenhagen beer world. So we're going to go to Flying Couch Brewing, which is his pet project if you like, and we're going to have a taste of their Dude American Paleo. And I bought this beer at Ølbutikken in Copenhagen, and this was one that Morten there told me is his favourite Danish American style paleo. He rates it really highly. Rate Beer rates it well into the 90s, so you know these guys are never going to lead you wrong. It's a very good beer, and I'm very much looking forward to trying it. So this is the Dude American Paleo, and it comes in at 5.5%, so it should be pretty damn awesome, this one. And Robert Hoppy also told me to try some of the beers from these guys too, so we'll see how we get on with this one. Always good to try new beers and new breweries, and the standard of Danish beer is very high. So anyway, as is usual with my beer reviews then, I'll tell you a little bit about the brewery. If you do want to get straight to the tasting, just fast forward. All the usual websites are in the video description below. That's the brewery website, the link to my future reviews that I'll do from Flying Couch. Very first time I'm trying one of their beers. There's also the Facebook link down there to Ølbutikken. If you're interested in Danish beer and you find yourself in Copenhagen, go and visit Morten there. Very nice guy, really knows his stuff, and he's got a great selection of things for you. And there's all my usual social media things, Facebook, Twitter and Untappd. Please support me on there. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Nordic beer reviews, as well as other things going on of course as well. And I hope you enjoy the video, and to my Danish viewers, please do let me know some other Danish beers and breweries to have a look at, and I will apologise in advance for any bad Danish pronunciations in the video. I'm still learning Swedish, so as you can imagine, Danish is a little bit harder than that. But anyway, to tell you about Flying Couch Brewery. So Flying Couch was founded in 2012 by Peter Sonne, and he was later joined by Jannik Salholt, who actually used to work for Mikkeller. But Peter is also the head brewer at Nørrebro Bryghus, who you've seen me review before, and he's also the managing director and head brewer at Halsnæs Brewery too. And I've never reviewed any of their beers, but another one, he's also involved at Herslev Brewery too, who brew the very nice hay beer, and I need to try that one for you at some point. But he works for three very good breweries. But Flying Couch really is his kind of playground project, and this is where he can have total control of the brewing process, and basically he brews what he likes that doesn't fit into the other brewery's catalogue, if you like. The brewery apparently is named after the good ideas that Peter's had while he's been sitting and chilling on the couch, so that's why it's called Flying Couch Comfort Brewing. So pretty cool actually, and I've heard very good things about their beers as well. The one thing I couldn't find out about this brewery when I was researching them is a kind of core range. If you go and check out the Rate Beer profile, you'll see all the different beers that they've done, but it doesn't actually list on the website what beers they brew regularly. They brew most of their beers at Halsnæs Brewery, Nørrebro Bryghus, and also at the Herslev Brewery as well. So I'm not sure what ones are the regular beers, but you'll see that if you go onto the Rate Beer website. You can see all the different beers, but this brewery essentially are a gypsy brewery, but the brewer works in all these places that he brews the beers, so pretty cool in fact. So yeah, that's enough about the brewery. Let's actually get on to the tasting of this beer. So this one is an American Paleo. It's 5.5% and it's hopped with Chinook and Cascade. From these two hops, two American hops, you should expect a little bit of grapefruit and a kind of big floral aromatic character, some nice pine resin from the Chinook. And yeah, it should be a very nice beer. As I said, I've heard very good things about this. It comes in at 5.5%. I'll just let you have a little look at the artwork on this before we open it up. I saw this one in Systembolaget here, but I didn't actually get it. I bought this one over in Denmark, because we only get a very limited selection of Danish beers, sadly, in Sweden because of the nationalised beer shops. But there's a great selection of things from Denmark. So this one is best before 28th of the 9th, 2016, and it's brewery batch number 1084. So it should be pretty good actually. It's ecologically brewed or organically brewed as well, as you can see on the back, and it tells you a little bit about the actual flavours in the beer, but it says on the back, keep it cool dude. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with this one. My very first try of a beer from this brewery, so I am very much looking forward to this one. So here we go. Yeah, so as you can see, a nice smoky opening there, and we'll get this guy out and into the glass. You can really smell some of the nice fruits off this beer as you're pouring it out. It's got a very nice kind of sweet, caramelly, fruity, citrusy malt. It smells a little bit peachy actually, which is unusual considering the hops that are in this beer. So as you can see, it's poured a nice, kind of quite rich, goldeny amber colour. It is a nice orangey, almost caramel orangey. I'm not sure how well you can see that colour in this one. But yeah, it looks very, very nice. Typical paleo style colour. There's a full finger of a frothy, pretty white head there, not even creamy coloured, it is pretty white. There is a level of transparency to the beer. If I put my fingers behind it you can see, but the beer is quite opaque and there are one or two little particles of sediment going around there. A few little bubbles going up towards the bottom of the head, but a few bigger ones just sticking to the very bottom of the glass and the sides there. So looks a very, very nice beer. So let's give it a smell and see how we get on here. Oh yeah. That really does smell peachy, but there's a nice, quite juicy grapefruit note on top of that. It really does smell sort of peachy or apricotty, in fact. It's a very juicy aroma beer, this one. Reminds me a little bit of the one that I had from Popel's Brewery not that long ago, the Smooth beer. Has a similar aroma to that, really nice and really juicy, but there's a big, juicy kind of grapefruity note in there. There's some, I think there's some peaches or maybe mangoes or apricots in there. Could be passion fruit as well. There's a lot of different fruit notes in here. And that's quite unusual because if it's only got Chinook and Cascade, they're not the most kind of complex hops when it comes to the fruity side of things. From what I remember, Cascade gives you a lot of nice grapefruit and it does give you a bit of tropical. But usually it's the Citra that has these kind of peachy, these sort of peachy and apricotty notes. But, you know, it smells very nice. That's the main thing. The main component of the aroma here really is the fruity, juicy character. Just take a little bit of time and smell this beer because it is really nice. This is one of the nicest pale ale aromas I've come across. But underneath that, if you sugar it up a little bit more, then you can start to pick out a few more things. There is a very light kind of a sort of floral aromatic character to it. It actually smells quite wet, if that makes sense. It's quite a wet, florally, grassy aromatic character. It's got a very nice wet hop flavour or hop aroma to it, this one. But you can also smell the sweet caramel. There's a bit of a biscuity cereal character and also maybe some breadiness too. So it's a very, very nice smelling beer, this. Just take a little bit of time, like I say. The juiciness, the fruity juicy character in this beer is beautiful. So without further ado then, let's get stuck into this beer and have a go at it. So this is the Dude from Flying Couch Brewery based in Copenhagen in Denmark, brewed by Peter Sonne, Skål. Oh yeah, that is a really nice beer. Very light and very sessionable in comparison to a regular IPA, but that's what you expect of the pale ale. It's got a lower hop to malt ratio in this one, and that's exactly, it works out really nicely. It's actually a bit more forward on the malt than you would expect from going by the aroma. Yeah, this is really nice actually. Yeah, so as I always say, sugar the beer around your mouth a little bit before you start to dissect the flavour in this one. It's actually very, very hoppy. The hoppy character really grows on you with this one and it starts to spread into the middle of the palate too, which is quite interesting. Yeah, there's a good hoppy bitterness from this one actually. The kind of floral and aromatic character from the Chinook and the Cascade really come out in the flavour. But in the middle of the palate, you're just blanketed with this light, bready mouthfeel. There's a bit of caramel sweetness and a little bit of a sort of biscuity cereal character. It's actually a little bit dry in the middle of the palate, and I think that's the cereal flavours. But the floral aromaticity in this beer is quite big, and it's actually quite spicy and quite dry, I would say. Let's just put the rest of this beer in actually, we'll see how we get on. There was a little bit of a sediment in the bottom of this, so maybe the sediment brings out the malt just a little bit more. But you see, very nice. And it really does, that fruit aroma really does come out in this. But yeah, there's a really nice floral aromaticity to this beer. Putting that last little bit of in actually has smoothed it out a bit, interestingly enough. But yeah, around the front curve of the tongue you've got some nice kind of smooth grassy hop character to this beer. It's very smooth around there, and if you go to the very back of the palate there's maybe just a little touch of earthy character there, but as you come forward it becomes more floral and aromatic, and that kind of peaks at the very front corners of your tongue just round here. Then it becomes quite smooth and quite grassy, but there is a bit of dryness to it around the front of the palate, and you get the pine resins just underpinning those flavours. Really nice. Yeah, the fruity character in this one is a lot less pronounced actually for me than it is in the aroma. If you go just behind the front curve of the tongue, there's a nice oily bubble there, and that's where the fruity flavours usually come out. There's a little bit of citrus, but it is quite a, rather than being a grapefruit flavour, there is a bit of that kind of sits in the background, but for me it's more of a peachy or apricot-y flavour that comes out of this beer behind the front of the tongue. And as I said at the start, that's quite unusual, because normally you expect grapefruit, and you expect, for example, you expect grapefruit and a little bit of citrus from the Chinook and the Cascade hop. But yeah, it's a really nice paleo, that, there's no mistaking. Morton, as I say, will not lead you wrong when it comes to your beers. But in the middle of the palate, like I say, you've got that nice bready character, and the grapefruit is just subtle there, but more peachy and sort of peachy and apricot-y from the fruit character. So as I say, floral aromatic at the back, just a little bit of earthy character. It becomes a bit sharper as you move forward, then smooth around the front corner of the palate, bread over the middle of the palate, some kind of sweet caramel and a bit of cereally dryness in the middle of the palate, and some nice fruity juicy character. So overall this is a really, really nice beer. I mean, you know, Morton, as I said, Morton knows his stuff. He wasn't going to point me in the wrong direction, and I can see why he rates this beer so highly. You have to try this one. If you come across Dude from Flying Couch and you like your American Paleos, give it a go. It focuses really nicely on the smooth, grassy, floral aromatic flavours. That's one of the best American Paleos you're going to try, I think, and it's a regular brew as well, so it is fairly easy to get hold of. Outside of Denmark, I'm not so sure. We did have it in Sweden for a while, but you do need to try this beer if you come across it. So yeah, in terms of the mouthfeel of this one, light to mid-body definitely. Carbonation is quite smooth. It's a bit oily as well, which is quite nice. You always want that from a paleo or an IPA. There's a good hoppy bitterness to this one, and the aftertaste, it's really the floral aromaticity and a bit of the grassiness that just lingers there. There is a little bit of fruity juicy character, as I was talking about, the sort of peachy and apricot flavours with a little bit of citrus and grapefruit underneath, but there's some sweet malts in there as well, and also a little bit of dryness both from the hops and from a little bit from the cereally character in the malt base too. And that floral aromaticity, that really just lingers on the side of your palates and gives you a nice bit of dryness there. But yeah, overall, this is a pretty damn awesome American Paleo. You're not going to go wrong with this, and I've heard very, very good things about the other Flying Couch beers too, so hopefully I can get a hold of some of those in the fairly near future and review them too. But it's been very cool to do my first visit to Flying Couch, so hopefully there's many, many more to come. So as I said at the start of the video, go and check out Flying Couch Brewery. Very, very good. On the basis of this beer, I would be inclined to agree. If you like your American Paleos, particularly the floral aromatic ones, then this really is a beer for you. But I hope you've enjoyed this beer review. Been really cool to visit another Danish brewery. For my next video, I have another Danish beer from Ugly Duck coming up. Then I have the Ager beer that I got, which is from Norway. Then I'll be returning home to Scotland, so you'll see my 2 Slovenian beers that were sent to me by Ziga. I'll review those, and then you'll be seeing a lot of Scottish things over the next month or so. So I hope you enjoy that series, and I hope you've enjoyed this Danish mini-series. So I will catch you soon with my next beer reviews. Let me know your own thoughts on this one in the comments section below. Always interesting to hear from you guys that are watching the videos. Let me know where you're drinking the beer as well. Always interesting to know that. But thank you for watching my beer reviews. Until the next time, please like, subscribe, share, all the usual YouTube stuff. Go and check out the social media things, and do suggest some other Danish beers and breweries for me to have a look at, and from other countries of course too. But slange just now, and I will catch you soon, and I hope you enjoy the next videos. Skål!